Hi, my name is Rhonda Smid, and I am the creator of AbRehab at TABFitness. I have a question for you. How many of you have been asked to work on your core? And then how many of you kind of go, I don't know where that is? Well, after today, you will know. Today, I'm going to give you little tips on not only how to stimulate those different areas of your core, but also how to work more efficiently so you can get the job done. Go and grab your mat and let's get started. There's no more time to procrastinate. We're going to start with the warm-up first because like any other workout routine, you should always start with a proper warm-up. When you're warming up to do your abs, it's just a really good idea to stimulate all the different areas as well as the back of the legs because that's part of your core, the glutes, the inner part of the thighs. All this area encompasses the powerhouse or core. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in, feet are parallel, shoulders are down, you're going to inhale and lift. Good, when you lift up, you're going to press your arms up towards the ceiling and press your feet down into the floor so you can feel the front of your rectus abdominis stretching, which is your six-pack. Come all the way forward. Draw the hands down towards the floor, bending the knees, stretching the legs, and then you're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale and lift, bending the knees, pressing your palms up towards the ceiling and stretch. Swan dive, you're going to come forward into the metatarsals, which is the front of the foot, bending the knees, stretching the legs, drawing the navel in and rolling all the way up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Reaching your left arm up. You're going to bend your knees and feel the side of the body stretch. And these are your obliques. You want to release forward, draw the head down, push down through your feet and roll up again, vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, inhale and lift. Feel the right arm coming up. Shoulders are down, lengthening along the side of your obliques, bending your knees. Draw the navel in, pressing down through your feet. And roll up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing the palms together. Press the hands forward, bringing the pubic bone forward and releasing through the middle of the back. Waking up that thoracic spine, dropping your shoulders down your back, opening your chest. Swan diving, come forward one more time. Bending the knees, stretching the legs, and rolling up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. One last little thing, press the hands forward. Opening through your chest, dropping your shoulders down and opening up. Squeezing the palms and come all the way forward. Bending the knees, releasing the arms, and then rolling all the way up. Good, this just gets your body going and it's a nice way to kind of wake up all the different areas of that abdominal wall as well as the surrounding areas in the core. Standing now at the back of your mat. This exercise is called the walkout. Why I like to do the walkout is because it's a great way to stimulate your abdominal wall as well as all the levers in your body, so your legs and your arms. So I'm going to turn my mat to the side, just so you have a better perspective. And I'm going to stand at the back of the mat. Shoulders are down. Belly button is going to draw in towards the spine. You want to feel that lift of your belly button towards the spine because that's your transverse abdominis kind of tuning in to what's happening. This is what we're going to work first. Your transverse abdominis is great for hip stability and spinal stability. So that is very necessary, especially as we get older, to maintain. So draw the navel in towards your spine and you're going to scoop and bring your body forward. You're going to take your arms and reach ahead of your body and walk all the way out. At Tab, we do this all the time. Shoulders are in and down the back, and you're going to find your plank. Now, when you're in plank, you want your shoulders and your wrists to be in the same line. You want to not sink into the floor, let your lats fall forward, but you want to push away from the floor. So now you're stimulating your lower trapezius and your rhomboids in the middle of the back. So all these things are working. My legs are firing and strong. My ribs and my hips stay in the same line. And my shoulders and my wrists are still in the same line. You're gonna hold this position for 8 counts. And then if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're gonna bend your elbows towards your ribs. This is what I call a tickle. Everybody loves this. Exhale, you're gonna push through the floor, and then you're gonna walk back. Using your abdominals first, letting go of the floor when you're not close to your feet, and roll up again, vertebrae by vertebrae. I'm gonna go one more time, nice and easy. Scoop the belly button coming in. Reaching ahead of your body, walking forward, keep lifting through your abdomen. So feel your belly button moving towards your spine. Shoulders are down the back, legs are nice and strong. If you would like, you can hold here or tickle, bend at the elbows. Exhale, draw the belly button in and push. And then walk back using your abs first, no downward dog. And then let go, rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. So feeling your abdomen lifting you up first. That's exercise 1. You can do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 times just to wake your body up. So exercise number 2, we are going to do ab lift and hold. This is a really great way to stimulate your rectus abdominis, especially for women after they've had babies. The rectus abdominis can sometimes stretch because the baby is growing. And so the area becomes a little bit weaker. I'm going to give you some tips on how to turn on this area of the body so you can work it more efficiently and safely. I also want to say that if you have just had a baby, please check with your doctor to make sure that you do not have diastasis recti, which is a split in the abdominal wall, because this particular exercise would not be safe for you to do. Okay, in saying that, now the rectus abdominis, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the body up gradually off the floor. And what that is going to do is turn on little light bulbs all the way down your abdominal wall. This is a really good thing to do before you start doing any kind of crunch or sit-up. A lot of people have neck pain when they are doing crunches or sit-ups, and it's because they're lifting from the wrong place. So I'm going to help you find the right place to lift from. So take your feet, place them on the floor, lie down on your back. First thing I want you to do is make sure that your feet are not super close to your bottom, because if they are close to your bottom and you try to peel up, there's no room for your hips to give. So there's no way that you can lift your body up. So you want to move the feet a little bit past 90 degrees. Your shoulders are in and down the back. Now, I want you to take a look at your ribs. Sometimes when we lie down on the floor, we push the ribs up towards the ceiling, leaving a big gape onto the mat. What we want to do is draw the ribs back down in line with the hip bones. What that does is it stimulates the top of the rectus abdominis. The top of your rectus abdominis is attached to your rib cage, the bottom of your rib cage. So when you're lifting your head up off the floor, I want you to draw your ribs down towards your hip bones and lift your head. You're going to hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep concentrating on those ribs down. Lift the arms and draw your belly button down towards your middle. And then open the arms and lower all the way back down. Good, that's light bulb number 1, the top of that rectus abdominis. Now you're gonna lift your shoulder blades off the mat. But remember, you're gonna start here first, not here with your chin. So keep your chin down towards your chest, draw your shoulders down your back, slide your ribs down towards your abs. Belly button goes down and hold. 2, 3, 4. Keep drawing the navel down towards your spine and lift those arms. Shoulders are in and down the back, and then roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. When you see the little bumpy jumpy happening, that's great. Those are called happy hurts, and they're amazing, and it's little lights turning on. Shoulders are in and down the back. The thoracic spine is going to come up off the floor. Belly button stays in. you're going to work, and this is what I call the party zone. So coming to here is hard and holding it is hard. But if you need to, you can wrap a towel or a scarf around a bedpost and you can hold yourself there. Try to use your arms less and your abs more. Draw the navel towards the spine as you lift and watch that you stay on your sit bones instead of your tailbone. So lifting up out of that waist. Shoulders are in and down the back, belly button stays in, and then slowly release vertebrae by vertebrae. We often skip that area and go straight into the hip flexors. So we want to now draw the navel in. We want to release the belly button down towards the spine, pushing down on those sit bones, lifting all the way up. Hold, 2, 3, 4, finding the length in your body, 7, 8, and then release. Belly button is always leading first. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So with that, when you begin to do a roll up, if you guide your body ribs down first and then peeling up off the floor, you will find each area of your rectus abdominis will get the light turned on and you'll be able to roll up more efficiently. So next exercise is called glute squeeze and lift. And we want to do this one because it helps to stimulate the hamstrings and glutes together, as well as your abdominal wall. So you're going to draw your navel towards your spine. I always say this because you want to feel that lift in your body and you want that transverse to turn on because you need the protection around that low back area. So drawing the navel down towards the spine, you're going to hold. You're going to squeeze your cheeks and then you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling and hold. So we're going to start there. Lying down on your back, press your palms into the mat and always continue to reach your hands towards the end of your mat, because what that does is it gives your shoulders something to do and then they don't try to lift up towards your ears. So press your shoulders down and away, press your feet down onto the floor and then squeeze underneath your cheeks. Now there's a little bit of a muscle that's in between your glute and your hamstring, right where they connect. That is where I'm squeezing. Often people just squeeze their cheeks together and lift. But if you can visualize just squeezing underneath the cheek and lifting the hips, you're not going to feel tension in your lower back. Draw the belly button down towards the spine so your abdominal wall is turned on. And you're going to roll all the way down again, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Press down through your feet. Shoulders are down your back. Squeeze under your cheeks and lift all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. You should feel your abdominals tightening. You should feel underneath your cheeks, underneath your glutes, and your hamstrings firing. And then roll all the way down. Now, if that's a lot for now, that's a great place to start. We're going to move one step further, drawing your navel in, pushing your hips up off the floor, keeping them there. Draw your right knee towards your chest and then extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Reach your heel towards the ceiling using only the left leg. Draw down towards the floor, exhale and push. Down, exhale and push. 3, exhale and push. 4, exhale and push. Relax those shoulders. 5, exhale and push. 6, exhale and push. 7, exhale and push. 8, exhale and push. If you want more, pump 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We can do multiple times of those. Bring the knee back into the chest. Place the foot down on the floor and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, preparing to do the other side. The one thing I want you to remember is that when you are squeezing and lifting, we're not releasing the ribs so that the arch is happening through the back. We're trying to maintain the integrity through the abdominal wall. So ribs and hips and shoulders are all in the same line. There's no release through the back. That's how you protect the back during that exercise. Once finished, bring the knees into the chest, giving yourself a little bitty hug, and then rolling all the way up. So now that we've stimulated your rectus abdominis and we've worked your glutes as well as your hamstrings, we're ready to kind of attack that roll up. So this is a great time to do the roll up because we've brought some tension into the hamstrings and the glutes. And then as you're coming up off the floor and lengthening forward, you're gonna feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs. So reaching the heels towards the opposite end of the room. So I wanna keep reaching my legs in that direction. My sit bones, I want to find my sit bones, which are two little bones in the bottom of your bottom. You want those to be on the floor. And you want to feel the top of your head is always continuing to lengthen up towards the ceiling. Never at any point do you want to allow your body to kind of slump down or forward. All of these exercises, whenever you are stimulating your core, the whole point is to give you better posture. So, lying on your back, shoulders are down. When you come up, you want to feel a lengthening in the back of your legs first. So I'm going to reach my heels towards the opposite end of the room. My ribs are going to slide down towards my hips, and I'm going to reach my arms over my toes. So I'm going to inhale first, draw the navel in. Exhale, reaching, dropping the ribs down and lengthening the legs all the way down. I'm going to take my arms all the way up. Draw my belly button back first because that is my anchor. My belly button goes towards the mat, my legs keep reaching to the opposite end of the room, and I'm gonna roll down slowly vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, exhale, feeling the pressing down through my ribs, lifting all the way up through my arms, and then I'm gonna slowly roll back, anchoring first. Belly button goes towards the mat, reaching my heels towards the opposite end of the room. Again. Inhale, exhale, belly button draws down towards the mat, ribs slide down to my hips, shoulders are down and lengthen. Find your sit bones, and then exhale, belly button goes all the way back, shoulders are down, and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. We do a few of those. A challenge. Inhale, exhale, take your arms out to the side first. That stimulates your obliques because they wrap around the middle because your arms are further away from your body. Coming all the way back down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, as you exhale, arms reach to the side, you should feel your obliques squeezing across your center as your arms lift up. And then roll down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. This is an ab roll up. And you'll do this 5 times with the arms going forward and then back. And then in the reverse, all the way up and back. Excellent. So we have worked your transverse abdominis in that plank position. We've worked the rectus abdominis by doing roll-ups and the ab holds. We've worked your hamstrings and your glutes, which are a very important part of the powerhouse, in the glute raises. And we've also just kind of touched a little bit on your obliques, but we'll get to that a little bit more in a minute. But right now I want to work your lower abdominals because this area tends to be quite tough for people to get to. And one of the things I'm going to try to do today is give you a tip on how to find that area and only use that area instead of throwing everything into your lumbar spine. Now, the design of our spine is in such a way that the thicker part of the bone is in the lower part of the back, which makes it very easy for you to kind of swing into that area if you want support. If you think about your body, from the ribs to the hips, the only thing that is there are muscles and organs. So if your abdominal wall is weak, no wonder you have back problems, because you're probably overusing that lower end of the spine. So what I'm gonna do is get you on your back, and I'm gonna get you in a position where you will be able to discover or turn on light bulbs in that lower abdominal area, okay? So come down onto the floor, lie down on your back. The first thing you're gonna do is place your hands or hand on your belly button. Shoulders stay down, and I want you to lift your leg on an exhale, just to 90 degrees. As you exhale, draw the belly button away from your hand. So already now you're gonna feel those lower abdominals kicking in. Most people, when they lift their legs off the floor, will throw it into your hip flexor. Your psoas is connected actually to your femur. So find that low place in the abdominal wall where the psoas and the femur connect instead of in the groin, okay? Now, keep your hand on the belly button. As you exhale, lift the other leg. This is where it gets tough because you're gonna wanna arch your back to throw your leg up. But what I want you to do is press your belly button towards your spine so you have that support in the transverse. Exhale, lift the leg to join the other. For some people, this is already work, maintaining that rib and hip connection. Good. Place your hands down on the floor and keep reaching to the opposite end of the mat. Then what I'm gonna get you to do is on an inhale, I like to tell people to hide their belly button under the ribs as you reach the legs away. As you exhale, drop the belly button down and bring the knees back to 90 degrees. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the navel down. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop the belly button down to lift the legs. Good. If you go too far, you will see that or feel that. And that is not great for your back. If you found that that was pretty good, then I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together and lengthen your legs towards the ceiling. Same idea. You're gonna reach the legs further away, but only to the point where you feel that quiver in your tummy. For me, it's there. I'm gonna drop my belly button down and exhale, lift the legs back up using my abdominals, not using my back. This is the difference. If I reach my legs all the way down to the floor, watch what happens to my back. And then I'm gonna push with my back and lift with my legs. This is incorrect because now you're not using your lower abdominals, you're using what's stronger, and that is the bone. We want to stimulate the muscle deep in that abdominal wall. So lengthen to the point where you feel that little happy, happy quiver. Stop there, hold it, and then drop your belly button down. Exhale, squeeze, and lift it up. It's much tougher than what you think. And take it slow. If that quiver happens here, awesome. Find it, drop the belly, lift the legs back up. If the quiver happens lower, great. Hold it, drop the belly down, and lift all the way up. The main thing I want you to keep thinking about are these shoulders. Try not to let them lift. Try not to use your neck to lift those legs. Keep the upper torso active. As you're lengthening the legs away, my body on the top is not taking a break. As I exhale, I lift the legs, but I keep reaching the arms, and you will feel those lower abdominals more. Ribs and hips stay together, shoulders stay on the floor. You only want to take your legs as far as you feel your abdominal wall doing the work. The minute that you feel your back clicking in, you've gone too far. Drop your belly button down and lift the legs. The hardest thing, and then bring the knees into the chest and rolling up. The hardest thing to do sometimes is to let your ego kind of go off the side of your body and just say, my legs can only go to 45 before I start to feel my back. That is perfectly fine. Only go to where you feel the muscle doing the work. The minute you start to feel a pinching sensation in your low back, you know you're using something that you shouldn't be using. So take your time. Next, we are going to do obliques. So pressing those feet down onto the floor. Now your obliques are used for rotation. So when you're moving your body from right to left, in a lot of sports you tend to use your obliques, but they can get weak. So it's great if we can stimulate them. So I'm going to give you one little exercise that I like to use to stimulate your obliques. So roll down onto your back. Shoulders are in and down the back. Your belly button is going to go down. You're going to bring your chin towards your chest and you're going to do your roll up. Then you're going to turn, but when you turn, you keep your hip bones facing your front. The only thing that rotates are your shoulders and your ribs. Then you bring everything back into the center and you go the opposite way. But check out my sit bones. Notice I'm not on my tailbone. I'm lifted through my middle, shoulders are in and down the back, and then roll down again, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, exhale, ribs slide down. Lifting up, find your sit bones. Twisting to the left, shoulders are in and down the back. My belly button is towards my spine. And then I twist again to the right, coming back into the middle. And then roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Those are oblique twists, and they're a great way to stimulate the obliques. Placing your hands down here, shoulders are in and down the back. I'm going to reach back through my right arm and open up through my left. I'm still on my sit bones. Exhale, I'm going to squeeze the left oblique and bring my right side back. I'm going to reach forward with my right arm and back through my left. My outer obliques are working to stabilize me. I'm going to squeeze the inner oblique on the right side and bring my arm back in on the left. Again, shoulders are down, find my sit bones, reaching down and back. Exhale, squeeze the left oblique and bring my right arm in. Reaching, shoulders are in and down the back and lengthen. Shoulders are down, using the right oblique and bringing my arm back in. There are two sets of obliques on each side, your outer and your inner. This exercise is wonderful for helping you to discover both. So we've worked the front, we've even worked the sides, but now we need to work our back. Our backs get so beat up, especially if our front isn't doing their job. So we want to keep that strong in order to maintain the balance throughout our powerhouse or our core. So what I'm going to get you to do is lie down on your tummy. You're going to place your hands in a diamond shape like this, where your forehead can sit right at the top. Okay, so come on the floor. Lying on your tummy, and place your hands under your forehead in that diamond shape. Now, if some of you are having trouble because your shoulders are really, really tight, just open the arms out to the side. It'll help you to relax. Okay, so shoulders are in and down the back. We're gonna reach your feet towards the end of the mat. This is really important because if your legs are asleep and you're trying to utilize the back of the body, you are going to throw everything into your lumbar spine. And that's where we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I'm going to lengthen the legs straight down the back of the mat. I'm going to turn on my hamstrings and even turn my glutes on just a little bit. I don't want to over squeeze, but I just want to make sure that there's an awareness or activity happening in my lower legs. I'm going to place my forehead on top of my hands. And I'm going to gently lift my belly button up off the floor and hold. You're going to just hold it there for 8 counts and then release. Now what happens if somebody was standing behind you, what they would see is when you're lying and you're relaxed, you're more rectangular. But then when you lift your belly button up off the floor, your body becomes almost like a V shape in the back. And what this is doing is it's reminding your transverse abdominis to turn on so that when you begin to hyperextend in your back, there isn't a huge amount of pressure on your lumbar spine. And we want that stability. Remember, transverse abdominis, great for spinal stability. So here we go. After you've done this exercise where you've lifted your belly button up off the floor and held it, and then lowered it back down, you're going to add on. So you're gonna reach the legs behind you. You're gonna draw the navel up off the floor. You're gonna keep reaching those legs, and then you're going to lift the belly button in. You're gonna take your arms forward, shoulders are down your back. You're gonna press and lengthen and lift up a little bit more. And then you're gonna come all the way back down. The hard part there is not letting go of your belly when your arms go behind you, because you wanna just go and drop it. But you wanna try to keep it lifted. So let's do that exercise again. Belly button stays in, shoulders are in and down the back. Lift your navel up off the floor and hold. Shoulders are down your back and reach. Tummy stays in, shoulders are away and lift. Hold, and then bring the arms through. Come all the way back down. Again, belly button comes up off the floor. Shoulders away. Lengthen, tummy stays in. Shoulders away, lengthen and lift. Using the muscles in the back. And come all the way back down. Good. Placing the hands under your shoulders. Coming all the way back. And then sit back in child's pose. Good. This exercise can be intense on the back, so you don't want to start off by doing 10 in a row. I would say maybe 3 or 4, just to kind of get the idea. And then from there, once the exercise becomes not easier, but not as stressful to the body, you can increase the repetitions. So there you have it. Something for the front, something for the side, something for the back, as well as something for the lower abdomen and the backs of those legs. That is what your core is. And all of these areas need to be worked, not just the rectus abdominis. That's just for beauty. So if you've enjoyed this exercise and you've understood what I've given you, let's see if you can do all of the exercises in a row in a flow segment with me. Let's begin. Standing with your feet apart, shoulders are in and down the back, take the arms up. Good, bending the knees, stretch and lengthen, swan dive and come forward. Weight is in the metatarsal, giving your hamstrings a nice stretch. Lengthen those legs, draw the navel in, stimulating that abdominal wall. Inhale and lift, bending the knees, stretch and lengthen. Opening up through your chest, swan dive and come forward. Bending the knees, stretch and lengthen, rolling all the way up. Left arm comes up, lengthening, feeling those obliques stretch. Bending the knees, drawing the navel in and roll up. Again, right arm, lift. Feel the stretch, lengthen. Bending the knees, rolling up one more time. As you lift your left arm up, push down on your right foot. Bending the knees, release and come all the way up. Again, push down on your left foot, up with your right arm. Lengthen, bending the knees, bringing the hands forward. Clasp the fingers, push them forward. Pubic bone comes forward. Draw the head down, create a C. Releasing in the back, lifting all the way up. Press the hands back. Lengthen, open the chest, lift. Squeeze and come forward. Bending the knees. Releasing the arms, drawing the head down, and slowly roll up, pressing through your feet, vertebrae by vertebrae. Excellent. Standing at the back of the mat, let's start with the walkout. Belly button scoops in and come forward. Walk ahead of the body, shoulders are in and down the back. Tummy is in, shifting your weight. Hold, 8, 7, 6, push away from that floor. 4, 3, nice long neck. Walk all the way back. Abs and arms first. No downward dog. Let go of the floor. Lift all the way up. Again, scoop and come forward. Walk all the way out. This time, shoulders are in and down the back. Hold. Give me a tickle. Bend. Exhale, push. Walk all the way back. Abs. Rolling all the way up. Scoop and come forward. Walk all the way out. Shoulders are in and down the back. Shift that weight forward. Wrists and shoulders, same line. Tickle. Exhale, push. Tickle. Exhale, push. Walk all the way back. Bending the knees. Roll all the way up. Scoop and come forward. Walk all the way out. Shoulders are in and down the back. Shift your weight. Tickle. Exhale, push. Tickle. Exhale, push. Tickle. Exhale, push. Lift that belly button up towards the spine. Lift. Last one. Scoop and come forward. Walk all the way out. Shoulders are in and down that back. Tummy stays in. Bend at the elbows. Tickle. Exhale, push. Again, tickle. Exhale, push. Keep lifting your middle. Tickle. Exhale, push. One more. Tickle. Exhale, push. Walk all the way back. Bending the knees. Rolling all the way up. Good. Come down to the mat. Feet are forward. Belly button is in. Releasing all the way down. Lifting the head and hold. Ribs are flat. 4, 5, 6, 7. Take the arms up. Circle it around. Roll all the way down. Belly button stays down. Exhale, ribs slide down, shoulder blades. Placing them down onto the floor. Tummy stays in. Hold. Lifting up out of that waist. Belly button goes to the spine. Finding your sit bones. And coming all the way down. Again, belly button stays in and lift. Tummy stays in, shoulders are down the back. Find the party zone. Hold there. Pushing down through those sit bones and lift. Tummy stays in, shoulders are in and down the back. Exhale, release. All the way down. Last one. Belly button goes down, exhale, push. 2, tummy stays in. Find that line. Find the area of your body where you feel your happy hurts. Hold, 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 hold. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. I know I'm holding it longer. Hold and release. Good. Placing the hands down on the floor. Shoulders are in and down the back. Glute squeeze and lift. Squeeze under the cheeks. And rolling all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, squeeze under your cheeks, lift, pushing all the way up. Good, roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Squeeze again, lift, drawing your right knee into your chest, extending the leg up, turning the heel to the ceiling, left leg squeezes down. Squeeze under the left cheek, 2, belly button to the spine, 3, lift and 4, lift and 5, lift, keep reaching that leg, lift and 7, lift and 8, lift and pulse up, 2, 3, keep lifting, 4, 5, 6, 7, shoulders away from your ears and lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more set and lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, draw the right knee in, place it down, roll it down, squeeze those cheeks, lift it up, press those palms into the floor, bring the left knee in, tummy is in, extend the leg, heel up, dropping it down, exhale, push, 2, exhale, push, 3, exhale, push, 4, you should feel under that right cheek, 5, exhale, push, 6, exhale, push, 7, exhale, push, 8, and hold it, push it up, and 2, and 3, keep going, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, keep pushing, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and reach, and 6, and 7, one more set, and go, and 2, and 3, tummy's in, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, draw the knee in, placing it on the floor, roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, extend the legs for roll up, inhale, ribs slide to your hips, exhale, lift, peel off the mat, shoulders are down and roll back, 1, belly button goes first, 3, again, inhale, exhale, reach all the way up, and releasing back, belly button goes to the mat first, inhale, exhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, and rolling back. Belly button stays in, releasing to the mat, shoulders down, and it's up. Exhale, reach those legs to the mat, and release. Let's turn on those obliques. Take the arms the other way. Inhale, exhale, reach those legs, shoulders slide down the back. Belly button goes back first. Continue to reach your legs to the opposite end of the room. And lift. 2, 3, and 4. Come back. 5. No shoulders. 7. Belly button goes down and you lift. Ribs stay down. Shoulders are in and down that back. And release. 2, 3. One more. And side. Belly button stays in. Feel that wrap across the middle as those arms go up. Release. 2, 3. Place those hands down on the floor. Draw your right knee into your chest. Make sure you exhale and feel as the left leg comes up. You feel those lower abs kick in. Take the hands by your side, reach. 2, 3. Exhale, drop that belly. Reach. 2, 3. Exhale. I've had people ask, because they love Pilates, and I do too, is this a neutral spine or am I imprinting? Exhale. I would say for those people, if you want a little more, extend those legs. Think more neutral and less imprint. We do not want to stimulate that lower back, so only go as far as you can in that neutral position. So ribs and hips maintain their alignment. Drop your belly button down, exhale, and reach. 2, 3, exhale, drop it fast. 1, exhale, squeeze, 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 drop it down. 1, hold it, squeeze, 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 drop it down. Hold, squeeze it, up, 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 drop it down. 1, squeeze it, up, up, up. One more, 1, squeeze it, up, up. Very good. Bring the knees into the chest, rolling all the way up. Oblique twists, twisting back. That's it. And lift, coming up. 1 and 2. Twist to the right and squeeze. This is a little bit of a bonus. Take your arms up and then roll back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, exhale, reach. 2, twist left. Belly button stays in. Where are your sit bones? Find those sit bones and make sure your knees are still facing forward. Roll back. Again, shoulders down, inhale in. Exhale, belly button stays in and twist. Waist only, come center. And waist only, and center. Lift and roll back. Last one, inhale and lift. Good, and twisting side. And center, twisting side. Find those sit bones. Belly button stays in, lift, belly button to spine, and roll back. Oblique, reach with the twist, lifting up. This one is a little more challenging. Reaching forward and back, both directions. Keep your hips square. Squeeze the left side. Reach, lengthen, both areas. Squeeze it back in, and lifting up, up, up. Roll back down, and lift, up. Exhale, good. Shoulders down the back, twist. Left arm goes back. You can follow your arm with your head. It'll be feeling much better on your neck. Lengthen, squeeze back into the center, and you go up. Feel that belly button, feel your sit bones, and back and lifting up. Exhale, lift and reach back, and squeeze the left side, and reach, shoulders down the back, and squeeze the right oblique, and lift up. Find those sit bones, and roll back. Last one you do, and lift. Exhale, reach back to the left, and squeeze the right oblique, and reach back with the right arm. Exhale, squeeze, and you lift up, 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 and release. Good work. Coming all the way up, bringing those knees into the chest, and lifting all the way up, coming forward onto your tummy. Lengthen the legs behind you. Place the hands underneath your forehead in that diamond. Lengthen those legs. Belly button is gonna lift up off the floor and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Again, belly button comes up. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Again, belly button comes up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Good. Belly button comes up. Lifting the torso. Don't use your hands. Reach arms forward, shoulders are in and down the back. Tummy stays in. Reach your legs too. Lifting that upper body. Tummy stays in, lower back down. Bring the arms are in front. Shoulders are in and down the back. And lift up. 1, 2, 3. Reach the arms and legs. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders are down the back and lift. 2, 3. Coming all the way back down. Again, tummy stays in. Belly button lifts off the floor. Up. 2, 3. Shoulders away from your ears. No hands lengthen. Both arms and legs reach. And lift up, 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 up. And come down. Good. One more time. Shoulders are down your back and lift up. 1, 2, 3. Keep reaching those legs and arms reach. 2, 3. Shoulders down your back and lift. 2, 3. Coming all the way down. Now this one's just for fun. Reach arms and legs. We didn't do it in the intro, but we might as well try now. Hold on here. Arms and legs together. And swim. Go. 1. Opposite arm to leg. This is if you just want a little bit more work on the back of the body. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep the chin down because you want to maintain the length in the vertebrae. 6, 7, and 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bringing the hands underneath your shoulders. Pressing back through child's pose. Sit back and stretch out that back. Good. And breathe. Breathe. Press the hands onto the mat, pressing down through the hands, and lift through the middle of the back. Draw the head down. Exhale. Good. Sitting back, take your right arm underneath. Stretching. Good. Take your left arm all the way up, lifting your hips, and circle all the way down. Placing your left arm on the floor, sliding your hand out and lifting up. Draw the navel up towards your spine, bring the middle of your back towards the ceiling. And reaching underneath, slide the left arm under your right shoulder and sit back. Good. Taking your right arm all the way up and slide it down. Good. Pressing the hands into the floor, coming quickly onto your back. Good. Bringing the knees into your chest. Take them over to the side. Press back through your palm and stretch. Looking over your right shoulder. Breathing into the back. Good. Bringing the knees back into the chest. Take them over to the side, looking over your shoulder. Keeping them close to you. If you find it's too tight, just hold your hands underneath your legs. That will help. Good. Bringing the knees back into the center. Giving yourself a little hug. Reaching the toes to the mat. Do not use your arms. Rolling all the way up and lift. Exhale and release. Good. One more. Coming all the way up, right up onto those sit bones. Exhale and release through your tailbone. One more. Inhale and lift. Exhale and release. Take the arms and legs up, coming all the way forward, releasing those hamstrings. Good. Turn the toes up and feel the stretch in the backs of those legs. Reaching the toes, lifting the body, bringing the knees behind you. Place the hands on the floor and press the right metatarsal back through the leg. That's it. Press onto that left metatarsal, slide it back so you're in plank, and hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk it back. Use your abs. 1, 2, 3. Let go of the floor, bending your knees. Using your abdominals. Press down through your feet. Feel that restacking happening through your middle. Shoulders are in and down the back. Find the length in your body, and you should feel amazing. Thank you so much for working with me today. And please feel free to do this every single day. It's a wonderful way to stimulate your middle, and you will see some results. Thank you so much for joining us. I really do hope these tips will provide you what you need to get going with your core strengthening. I'm really happy you joined me today, and if you want to find out more about what we do at TABFitness, then contact us at www.tabfitness.ca. Thanks so much and have a great day.